We're live.
Hail, brave adventurers! Welcome to the Dice Cult's Legends of Theia Adventure Cast. I'm your host, Frank Bedini, also known as Frankie Swa, and I will be your storyteller and dungeon master for this adventure stream. As always, I have an amazing group of players with me who I am so grateful to now call friends. I would like to introduce them to all of you now. Playing Lila, the would-be gnome princess turned barbarian and heavy drinker, is Jenny from Austin, Texas. How was your Christmas, Jenny?
Good. And
Yeah?
fun. Got to see a little bit of family. We mainly spent it here, so just saw like my sister-in-law and her kids and stuff. But
Cool. Awesome. On the other end of the spectrum, focusing on farming and goodwill, we have David from Washington State playing Little Grin, the half-hill giant farmer monk. Never ever have I DM'd a farmer before.
Hello.
How was your holiday so far, my brother?
Doing good. I got the older brother right over there.
My goodness. See, we told you they were brothers, and now they're even hanging out on the holidays together. Can you just feel the holiday spirit all around us? And last but not least, really taking the oath of conquest, our mighty Meehan, the half gold dragon, the paladin of Bahamut. And I always want to say Behemoth, because as I always tell you, that's one of my favorite metal bands. Oh, so good. So, before we get started, I would like oh, by the way, how's your holidays been, Scott? I'm sure you've been really busy as usual.
Fine. I can't wait for David to get the fuck out of here.
Oh, my
Food
goodness.
next time.
Is that not the holiday spirit from family members? Woo! I'll tell you what. We speak the truth here. We do speak the truth here at the Legends of Theia. By the way, we have one rule with the Legends of Theia. And that rule is that as we get started right now,
and more booze.
yeah, grab one of us, not literally, but like pick one of us as your player of the night. And when one of us drinks, you have to drink with us. That means if we roll a 1, you're going to drink with us. If somebody rolls a 20 and they pick that, your player, including myself, is the person that has to drink, then you will just drink with them. Whenever we drink, whatever the player of your choice drinks, you got to drink with them. I guess that's the easiest way to put it, as my mouth and tongue are getting all tied up here as I'm looking at myself in black and white. And it looks
Pick me tonight. I'm going to win D&D tonight. I'm sure.
that means in Legends of Theia, that means he's going to drink the most. Okay, that's what he's trying to say there. So before we get started, I would like to take the time to wish everyone happy holidays on behalf of our crew. While things may not be normal for all of us, it is times like these that sometimes we can find the greatest treasures. And I know without a doubt that this year would have not went by as well as it did. It would have been much slower and much more dreadful for me, if that's even a word, without the fun and good times that I've shared with these 3 people, as well as all the people I've met here at the Dice Cult. Thank you all so much for letting me be a part of your gaming life and crew. And speaking of the Dice Cult, we're currently streaming 4 live sessions a week, Monday through Wednesday. We have 5th edition homebrew games, and on Saturday, we jump into the horror genre with Vampire the Masquerade, and we were doing some Call of Cthulhu. But a new game begins this Saturday, January 2nd, which will be based around the Vampire Masquerade game. So check out the Dice Cult schedule at Twitch TV or twitch.tv/the Dice Cult for more information. All right, so I guess that's enough of that stuff. We're going to go ahead and get started with our session. Now, instead of going all the way back, because I think we're on like session 11 or 12, right? Scott, is that correct? Yep. What is it? 14? 13. Lucky number 13. I like that. That's good. That's
We're on 12.
12. Okay. So, 12. I can't catch your fingers. Well, I guess I got to get the.
I didn't know which way to do it because
I got to get the
21.
right. I was like peace. Okay,
What
what?
do it like this? 12.
Okay. Right, gotcha. That's what threw me off. That's why I said 13. Okay, so I may have to make the images a little bit bigger of each of us so I can see things like that. Regardless of, instead of going all the way back, if you want to know the beginnings of this party and how they got together as a crew, just go to youtube.com/the Dice Cult and check out our earlier sessions. So our hero.
Wait. We're on the internet now?
Yes, we are, and in fact, we're a little bit behind. We have to actually upload like the last 3 or 4 episodes, so we do apologize for that. But we're getting on it here during the holidays. So I digress. Our heroes Mihan, Lila, and Little Grin have left the underground settlement of Kirdarul, the dwarven underground settlement of Kirdarul, in search of clues regarding the death of the mage Kishkumen. A clue was found in the empty home of their friend, the pixie artificer Cell, and that has led them to believe that more clues may be found, and perhaps even clues about Cell, who is missing, at a location to the south of Kirdarul, once known as Rainbow Falls. This area and the trail that leads to it has been closed by the dwarves of Kirdarul for many years. After the dead that were buried by the dwarves begin to come back to the Kirdarul settlement and to the fortress of the actual original fortress of Kirdarul, looking for help because they didn't understand why things had changed and why they didn't look the same. They were undead, seriously brought back to life somehow. And if there's one thing that the dwarves of Theia have a problem with, because there's not much of it, they gamble, work hard, and party hard. That there's one thing they're concerned about is the dead coming back from back to life. And so that whole area was sealed off by the dwarves for years. And now Mihan and his group have decided that they need to travel past this down this block path in search of Rainbow Falls. On the way there, they met a community of living fungus who are in dire need of help. Little mushroom people. Actually, there's some big mushrooms in there too, but most of them are much smaller than the party.
And one hot older mushroom lady.
Yes, Milici. Yes, you met her, and
Oh wait, she's got a name?
yes, her name was only given on one session. It was actually thrown out once. I only said it once on purpose, but yeah, it was thrown out. I'm giving it out again. So you might want to write it down, those of you who want to remember that name, because she isn't called that. She doesn't share that much, but it was said once. If you want to go back and check. But Little Grin did make some pretty good contact with her. And we had some fun adventures, as their help included the party going to speak to or go meet with a guardian that was going to give them something that would allow them to meet with this entity who is, for some reason, considering itself the ruler of this area of the underground. And that's the only way they're going to be able to get to Rainbow Falls that's known. And this is what they've been told by this mushroom queen, if you will, or mushroom princess that Little Grin has a
Girlfriend's what I call her. But
girlfriend. Oh, wow. Okay. Does she know that? I hope. So as we left off, the party had left the mushroom community in search of this entity that believes it runs the joint, if you will, for lack of a better term. And during their travels, they found a cave as they were very tired. And within this cave, strangely enough, was a gnome, an older gnome, quite fidgety, sitting in a fire. And he asked the group to come and sit with him. And after a moment of looking over the place, the cave and such, they decided to do that. And that's pretty much where we left off. Oh yeah, I forgot one more thing. As they were all sitting there speaking with Glitter Britches as he introduced himself, which I have a nice little image of Glitter Britches for you all to see. I'll go ahead and share that with you right now. I don't think you've seen this, so I'm going to go ahead and share it. That's Glitter Britches. That's what he looked like.
Oh yeah, I would have remembered that face.
Right? And so he tells you that he is a treasure hunter. And as on his way underground, he found a book in a empty city that he found, or town, underground. He couldn't find any living creatures there, but he did find a book. and this book had given him clues to where he believes that there somewhere in this area there is some ancient treasure that he just, instead of going to Kier to Rule, he started going through caverns searching for this treasure, and now he's been hiding from these shadows that he believes, or these undead he believes that are working with the one who calls himself the ruler of this area. And as you're all speaking to him about this, his eyes got really big, wide. He looked behind you all, and he just pointed. And they're standing right across from all of you, sitting there next to the fire, are 4 shadowy figures. Half shadow and half just barely in the form of almost what looks to be the typical or typecast devil appearance, with a tail and a pitchfork looking type instrument in their hands, each of them, all 4 of them, looking at you. And that's where we will begin.
And we all see him?
All of you see them, yes. One moment, I'm going to bring you to the right spot. Glitterbritches is absolutely shaking with the with pure fear, just like this is, I'm a treasure hunter. I'm not a one of you. What should we do?
I bust out my shield and Warhammer, step up to him and say, "Why are you here, demons?"
All right. Do you want to move your token as to how close you are going to get to these creatures you're talking to?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The one, Lila, did you want to do anything, or are you going to stay where you're at?
I'm just ready out my hammer.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for my battle axe. Sorry.
Okay. Little Grin?
Sorry, I'm getting a really bad sound.
Yeah, I
through
think that's the
game here.
cave sound effect, Frank.
Let me see if I can turn that off for you.
Sorry, I
Sorry.
don't mean to interrupt the game here, but it just sounds like a tornado in my ears.
All right. I will.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm trying to do my best with that.
Oh, there we go.
Is that better?
Yeah, perfect.
Dag nabbit sounds.
Okay. I'll exclaim that there be figurements over there. And then I will walk over to my friend Meehan. Doop.
Okay. As you walk forward, Little Grin, you see that these entities are they're almost see-through. And with the way that the light of the fire is hitting this cave, it's kind of like one moment you see them, and the next moment they're completely they completely hide in the dark of the shadows of the cave. So you can see them, and then you can't see them.
Well, I say, someone's blowing smoke around here.
One of the creatures, the entities, moves forward. You must meet with Siros, our leader. This voice, with a lot more reverb than I have on my mic, speaks and says to you all,
Which one of ye be this feller?
Siros rules this area. You must follow us.
Always got to go and have the talks with him?
That is correct.
Well, why he's not comes and introduces himself first?
They don't say anything.
Frank, I'm gonna use my paladin skill, Divine Sense,
Okay.
to tell whether these creatures are evil, and if so, I'm gonna be able to tell the type of creature. So, celestial, fiend, undead, demon, devil.
Okay. Do you have to roll anything for that?
Nope, it's just a paladin sense called
Okay,
divine sense.
okay. So you do this, and you sense that these creatures are neutral. They are not evil nor good.
Okay, so you don't have to tell me anything about them then.
Correct.
It's all. I mean, please feel free. I'm happy for free info.
No. I was
I
going
just
to say.
throw
I
it
was
out
just
there.
going to. I was just going to extrapolate on the fact that you could not feel any more than that
Okay.
from them. That you don't feel a presence of evil or good.
Well, their Apple devices are compromised, so I think we should get their social security numbers.
All right, then I say, all right, lead the way to your master.
And the two in the middle begin to turn, and they slowly wisp out of the cavern. The other two look at all of you, waiting, if you will, to see that you get up.
I'm gonna turn back to Glitter Britches and kind of look at him in the eye and just say, "You coming or staying?"
Well, yeah, ooh, I suppose, yeah, I'll come along. But I may not be around. I may not stick around too long, but I'll come for the ride for at this point at least. Yes, there's treasure around here. Did I tell you that? We should find out more about the treasure. He says as he comes up to all of you, and you all make your way out of the cavern. You travel for what seems to be about 10 to 15 minutes. And this area here looks a lot different than the other areas that you have been in. As I told you prior, these areas are very well lit with bright colored mushrooms. Not the same type as in Kirda Rule, but orange and greens and purples and such. Just as the maps we've used for battle and stuff have shown. This area is not even close to being alive and bright and, as I stated, alive. This area, you see mushrooms that are half dead and diseased. The ground is not it's not fertile. It's not strong. It's weak. It's definitely different. And you were taken to an area that, after you've seen a couple of the groves, the beautiful groves of mushrooms and stuff that you've seen earlier, you can tell by looking at this that this area is absolutely, for lack of a better term, another grove. But this is just something's destroyed this grove compared to the others. Something has sucked the life from it.
I turn to Little Grin and I say, "Little Grin, do you know what ails these plants?"
I'll stop and I will examine these plants.
Okay. You can use your mushroom knowledge, if you will.
Yay!
We did that before, so.
I think you had me roll Arcana.
Yeah, I think that's what we used.
-2.
So 13 altogether?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So
That's still pretty good.
yeah, it's not a bad roll at all. So you look over this stuff and you say, it looks like they just don't have any energy. It's like the vibrancy is gone. That which makes a plant living or a mushroom living is not there. I mean, you've seen rotted mushrooms before, obviously, as a mushroom farmer. And these almost look like they're half alive and half dead. Like they're
more like necrosis as opposed to rot.
No. It looks like literally like you see it's like, well, this mushroom, this is strange because this mushroom, this part of the mushroom looks like it's in great health, but you can obviously see that right here it's dead. This part of the mushroom is dead, and you haven't seen anything like this before with
What
the
color is it? We're talking speckled. I don't know if you know this, but I took some plant classes in college. Are we talking speckled blotches? We're talking brown, black. Just kidding.
What it is?
Oh, damn.
Okay, hold on. Let me get a drink real quick to answer that question.
What's the pattern like?
What it is it literally, like, as you're looking at this mushroom, you literally touch the edge of one side of that dead side to test it, like with something from like a stick that's near you, and it just, that piece of the mushroom falls off, but the rest of it's in great shape.
And is there like water around? Does it look like there's enough nutrients that it should support these plants?
Like I said, the ground is not as strong and fertile. It's weak. In spots it's muddy. There is still some water. But for some reason, like I said, everything here has this depth, and almost like it's been drained of
I'll,
part of its life.
I'll stand up and turn to the group and I'll say, well, it's not quite for knowing this. The ground is not great, but also, I've never seen a blight like this.
Let's take a sample.
I will take a sample.
All right, so you grab one of the mushrooms that
We'll
looks
wrap it up.
partially living and partially not. So now you have, I believe you have 6 of the good mushrooms, as far as Sukeshi believes, and now you have one mushroom that's got this, like this death look to it on part of it, but then it looks typically fine, absolutely fine, and no problems on part of it as well. So this 50-50 shot, if you will.
And I wrap it up too. Like, I'm not gonna let it touch stuff in my bag, obviously.
Sure, of course not. That's a good idea. So as you're standing in this grove, Glitter Britches has just been talking to himself, jumping up and down. Lila, what have you been doing while they're looking at these mushrooms and such?
I'm just keeping my eyes out, just looking, making sure nothing tries to ambush us.
Okay, roll your perception.
Ooh, okay.
That's exactly what I wanted you to say. Awesome. Thank you. Oh,
Ha!
there you go.
19.
So, no problem. So you you're keeping your eyes peeled. Like, I don't like this place. This
Yes.
is, and you see that there's a black. It looks like fog, and you've seen a lot of fog before in your life, but this fog is black. It's dark. It isn't fog just from the color of it. It's like, this looks like fog, but it's dark, and the fog is coming from the distance towards all of you, and it's coming from a space about 60 feet in width. It's like a blanket of this black fog is coming towards you. It's right now about 40 feet away from you.
Does it look just like the people that we're with? Like, is it very
Well,
similar?
you're dealing with the mushroom as this is happening.
Oh,
You're just getting the mushroom put away. It's okay. It's quite all right. I'm letting you know. Lila, are you going to do anything about that, or are you just going to watch it?
I'm gonna go to Meehan, point to it, and be like, "That look evil to you?"
I'll call out to the shadowy figures we're following.
Okay.
Say, shadows, whatever you are, what is this fog that approaches?
And you turn to speak to them, and let your voice ring out so they can hear you, and you don't see them. They're not in this grove currently.
Oh damn, we're going to die.
Didn't we follow them all the way in here? They just disappeared.
Yes, as you got busy with the mushrooms, once you got into this grove, you saw them. They got you here, and then you started dealing with the mushroom thing. Jenny was looking around and watching, and I'm sorry, Lila was, and then she noticed this fog. You looked up, you spoke out, but saw that the shadows could not be seen. Doesn't mean they're not in some shadows, but they do not reply back to your words, and you do not see any shadows. But this fog now has filled a space of about it's literally 45 to 50 feet wide, and the fog is now starting to rise. This dark cloud is rising from the ground, and it literally gets about 25 to 25 feet high. And so you literally have what almost looks like a black fog that's almost like in the shape of a mountain or a volcano or something like that, where it comes up, like at an angle like this. And as it fills up to that height, as I stated, all of you can see that a like literally floating at the top of this mountain of black fog is a personage, a body. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. You can see this face. You can see the body structure. It's not completely clear, but
We got nothing.
you don't see it because I
No.
haven't pushed the button. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was giving you a little bit more, but now I'll give it to you now because you got to see it, right? All right.
All
here
right,
you
man.
go.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's all right. How's that?
I see a spooky figure in the distance.
There
We're
you go.
gonna die, aren't we? We're gonna die.
So, you see this black smoke, if you will, or fog with this image inside of it. And it's floating at the top of this mountain of this black fog. And it turns its head very slowly and looks at each and every one of you. And when its eyes meet your eyes, you don't get a great feeling. There's something about this entity that makes you feel, when it looks into your eyes, that it almost can touch through your body, touch your soul. It's that obvious of a powerful entity. With that, it speaks to all of you without its mouth opening, but you can hear it in your minds. I am Soros. I rule this land. Why are you here?
I'll step forward and go and ask it, under whose authority do you rule this land? And I'm also going to use another divine sense to see if it's evil.
Okay. This creature, this entity, absolutely exudes evil.
Can I tell what type of creature it is?
It is it's basically I want to say this the right way. It is a spirit slash demon.
That's pretty metal.
So, oh yes, I got to do headbang. Yes, that's me. Yes. Haven't you heard
So
of the
yeah,
band? Gross? Let's
I
continue.
asked it, I said, under whose authority do you rule this land?
My words, my rule.
No, I think he's trying to ask you who puts you in charge.
My answer was me.
Oi, but like, who do you be rolling over then? Because you need, like, people.
Oh,
Lila's just gonna be glaring at Little Grin during this.
He says, I need no one to rule. Just this place.
Well, if there be no one to rule, then what you the ruler of?
The land. This most powerful and beautiful area.
It looks a little drab by my eye.
Oh, there's still much, much life. It is beautiful.
Oh, the
gives me
boy's
much
got
power.
much prettier mushrooms where I'm at than these. Look at this. This is a travesty.
Mm. He looks over at you, Meehan, and you can tell he's looking at you. Again, you can feel those eyes burning into your soul. He says, I will speak to you. Why
But eyes wasn't
through
finished talking.
my lands?
Yeah, I shield out, hammer out, and I say, "This is not your land, demon. You are not from this plane.
Mm.
This belongs to the dwarfs."
You wish to question my authority.
There's no authority to question. You don't have authority here.
Plus, there's no people to be authoritating.
Well, if that's that important, and you see the four shadows appear, the ones that brought you from the cave, he goes, they do my bidding. I have no reason to make any creature do my bidding. I just wanted to know who was walking through my lands and why.
Well, not quite hospitable if ye be asking me.
Well, if you're going to put it that way, since you're walking through my lands, that's not very hospitable to let me know you're doing it. How
This
you like
is not
that?
your lands.
I's not seeing a sign.
What do you think, Lila? Should we go to war, or should we leave?
I don't think y'all are giving me much of an option here at this point.
No, we can turn around and walk away, or we can start swinging. I'm leaving it. We'll leave it up to you.
Glitter
I
Britches,
don't even think this guy will let us leave.
Glitter Britches, hearing this, he's really nervous, and he's like, you can hear him talking behind the two of you, larger of the group, as he is a gnome, and he's like, yeah, you guys are insane and are going to die. I guarantee it. This is not a good idea. He didn't say he wanted to kill you or anything. Why are you guys challenging him so much? You guys are crazier than I am.
I'm the champion of Bahamut, and this evil creature does not belong in our plane.
Yeah, but there's always the right time and right place, and well, there's treasure out there that might help us do this much easier later on.
Well, you're not gonna get the treasure if this guy's standing in our way, so.
Chat thinks we
Okay.
should run. What do you think?
I's just still trying to figure out if there'd be like a village nearby, or what do we be doing here? Just talking to the shadows.
I just think, well, you guys said you were here. Why are you here? Why did you come through anyways?
Oh, I just looking for some healthy mushrooms for me soup.
No, that's not what you said. You said you were on your way somewhere.
Quiet.
Mm. The gnome looks at you like, fuck you. He gives you that squinched face like, fuck you. I'm just trying to help. I just don't want to get killed right now. I feel like I just better walk away, but I really want to find out about that treasure. I know it's here. That book says it should be here.
Well, you are more than welcome to leave.
Yeah.
We might have a little bit more talking to do with this guy, though. I'm just saying.
Um, Glitterbritches comes around the side of both of you, and you see when he turns around from you and he comes over to your side to like actually like speak to this entity, he suddenly gets kind of a swing or swagger to him, like he's doing business. Instead of being afraid, he's showing no. He goes, "I'm all power. What was your name again?" The creature just, the entity just looks down at this gnome, like doesn't say anything. He goes, "Oh well, Annie, it's not that important. My internet's going out, I believe. Watch out. If I start screwing up, it may be going out." But he says, well, yes. I don't know why they're here, but I'm here because, well, I heard there was powerful treasures in this area, and well, I just that's what I do for a living, and so you're being nice, not killing us right off the bat. Like you could have just squished me real easy. You're all powerful and big and everything, and that fog probably choked me too. Yeah, that's why I'm here, and I'm not gonna lie to you because you don't look like the one to lie to. Yep, that's it. And he backs up, and the creature looks down at him, walking back, and he looks at the three of you again, each in your eyes, and you feel that burn for a moment. He says, "That wasn't that tough, was it? He just told me the truth. I do not care if he looks for treasures in this place, this land of mine. What would I what would I need things like that for? I'm beyond that."
Well, I's telling you, as I's here's for mushrooms.
Very well. Is that why you're all here? Just to find some mushrooms?
Being that this the place where the mushrooms, well, used to grow. And I'll look around, a little flummoxed.
Hmm. You can travel up, down. Around here, there are mushrooms. I am present here. And if that's you're here, I will know. I just wanted to know why all of you are here. Well, it's rather lonely. I don't get an opportunity to talk to many.
Well, then we's be telling yous ours business. Why don't yous be telling us yours?
Hmm.
If
Well,
ye looking for a little chats.
I would tell you my story, but one of yours says that I do not belong as leader here. And because of that, I don't know if it would be a good idea to share my story with you.
I'll look over at Meehan. I'll look at him and say,
I'll look over at him and say, "Prove me wrong, you evil demon."
Ah, yes. Such typecast goes on around here sometimes. Well, to make a long story short, you see those four down there, and he points to the shadows. More than several years ago, they summoned me, thinking that I would work for them and make them powerful enough to overthrow their families. They were all once dark elves. Well, they didn't realize that I was going to be much more powerful than them. And so I gave them a little taste of their own medicine and made them mine. Now they are a part of me and do my bidding. And while I was here, because they summoned me away from their house, their community, looking to bring me in, well, there was something about this land that drew me to want to stay. It was the power. There's an essence here of nature, something that I would never want a part of from where I come from. But I do not care to go back. It is here I will stay And every day, I just slowly eat the essence of nature and its life. I become more powerful, and I become a better ruler. For when the time comes that I am opposed, I will win. But for now, I just sit in my beautiful, peaceful place and enjoy it. And of course, speak to anyone who comes through my lands, asking them why they are here.
So ye whole life has just been one big disappointment.
No, it's not a disappointment that I am here now. This place is beautiful. It is mine, and it gives me more and more power every day.
Oi, but it's not like you're having tea with the neighbors every other day.
There aren't really neighbors here that I know of.
Well, I knows a place where there be neighbors. If you be willing to give up your mushroom power hungry whateverins, I can be filling you with a lifetime of entertainment.
Do, do you He laughs, and when he laughs, it gets very, very loud and reverberating. I wish I had the digital delay set up from my band to be able to echo as well as I want to right now. But he says, oh, you think I care about those mushrooms? Those little, if you are a friend of theirs, you are welcomed to tell them that they can leave anytime. In fact, I'll make it better. Since you're running with a treasure hunter, if you do me a task, I will grant you the ability to let those mushrooms leave, no problem. You have my word as the ruler of this area, this land.
But you be saying you ate some.
Eat?
You
Hmm?
says you be eating's nature.
Oh,
What else but the mushrooms be down here?
oh, just the land itself. I feed off it daily.
And
The essence.
use these friends are friends?
I do not pick and choose. My spirit goes into the land, and I am able to feed upon it, and I just grow stronger and stronger every day. But I have little concern of the community of mushrooms that you are speaking of.
Well, these bees my friends.
Well, good for you. I will let them leave. You can take them with you. But you'll do me a quick favor first.
And I'll look at him quizzically.
He looks over at the gnome Lila. He goes, are you with him? And he looks at the dragon, or he goes, are you with him? He looks at Little Grin.
I mean, I'm with both of them. Yes.
We came here together. I
Yeah.
don't know if you saw just before.
Yes, well, it sure doesn't seem that all of you agree on the same thing. That's going to be a problem one day, I have no doubt. Here is my offer to you, and you do not have to take it. And you can still go looking for mushrooms through this land. I will leave you. But there is an item, an object of power. And you hear, right when he finishes that sentence, you hear Glitterbird just go, ooh! Like he knows, here it comes. And the Glitterbird just starts making a little dance, just really holding on to himself, going, ooh, here it comes. And he says, there is an item of power that I cannot get to. I know it is here. I do not even know if I want it, but I want to know what it is. All of you, mortals, you would have the opportunity to find out what it is for me. Go do that task. I will show you where I need you to look. Explore, search, find. Let me know what you have found. And your mushrooms. Have any problems for me, you can take them with you wherever you want.
Boy, so the deal you're asking me is that we just got to go and look at a thing, and then me friends be going freeze, and we's be walkings all over yours lands all willy-nilly.
I think that's what I mean. I'm not sure. You speak in a way that I just don't understand.
Boys, we's the accords you're after, and I'll spit in my hand.
Lila face palms.
Dragon.
I reach out my hand.
Um,
Spitting it and I
The
reach out my
entity
hand.
says dragon, and you know, obviously, me, Henny's speaking to you. Are you going to be a part of this?
I look at him and I say, what I do is of no concern to an evil creature and a demon. And then I just walk away.
Okay. All right. So me and you begin to walk away. He says, well, so when you are ready, come back here and I will show you the way. If you are ready now, I can take you.
Well, I's got to go and check on me friend. But you just hang out around these ports, or this your place?
Wherever you're at, just say the name Siros and I will hear you.
That's a strange way to be contacting me, but all right.
I told you, I'm omnipresent here. I am the ruler.
Omni what?
Omnipresent. It
Does
means
that mean you have two presents for me?
no. That means I have many presents, and I'm going to give them to you. One of these days, I can tell. But for now, if you help me with this, I will let you live.
Let me live?
And the fog begins to break down. And with that, his visage disappears as the fog backs up into the dead and suffering plant life and fungus life that's down here. Yes, sorry about that. Go ahead, David.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look over at Lila and just point, and be like, I don't even think I can say anything. I just shrug and just point at where the cloud drifted off to and look at her like, what the fuck just happened?
Right? Glitterbridge is just like, oh, you guys did it. You did it. You got him to say it. Oh, yeah. Oh, see, I told you there was something around here. That book was not a lie. And I think that little town that I went through, that's probably where, oh, yes. And he's just jumping up and down, up and down. He's just really excited, like a little 4-year-old getting exactly what he wanted or she wanted for Christmas. And boy, he is very happy. He's thanking all of you, and he's like, I guess I'm going to have to be a part of this. Oh, yes. When are we going to go? And this is going to be exciting. And he won't know. We'll be able to take stuff, and then we just run away from him. And, he's devising all kinds of great ideas out loud, unfortunately. But, yes, he is sitting there talking to himself doing that.
My friend, you think it's a good idea to be taking something from this feller?
Are you speaking to
Yeah, sorry. It's a Glitter Britches.
Oh, treasure is meant to be found. That's what treasure is, right? It's a It's just a valuable item that's sitting there that needs to be acquired and then sold to the right person who really needs it, or given to him if
Yeah, okay. I'm just looking back at Lila. Like, what the? I gotta hear what she has to say.
Lila's just gonna shake her head and they're just gonna go to Meehan and be like, Meehan, what do we do?
I mean, unfortunately, it's impossible for me to do anything with this character besides smite him, destroy him, and reclaim this land for the dwarves.
Why? What? Can't that just be like a tomorrow goal?
And then real
Yeah,
quick,
It doesn't happen today, but there's no working with an evil creature, and it goes against my oath of conquest and my oath as a paladin.
What you
Demon.
means by evil?
That is an evil creature, a demon from another plane. He was summoned here by evil dark elves. He does not belong here. He brings rot, as you see from the mushrooms.
This be him?
Yep.
Right here.
Yep.
Yep.
And so how's we going to kill him?
Yep. That's the question.
Mhm.
But
Is it
there's
he the-
no other option.
All right. Look. Here's the thing. Okay, hear me out. All right. This is gonna be tough because that thing says he could hear everything going on. He knows everything's going on. We're gonna be talking like right now. He's probably just sitting there listening to us right now. Just can't see him, right? But anyways, if where we're going has the that I read about, it may help us or help you, because I don't want to do it. That's not what I do, but it sure would help you all become more powerful and be able to possibly take care of things like you said, Meehan, and at some point.
What you're saying is this thing reactor be just as powerful as the ghosty friend?
Well, treasures are a funny thing. They can be very powerful, but in the hands of one person, they could do a lot of damage in a bad way. And then if a good person has it, or another person has it, then it might do a lot of good. But there is that possibility that it would help you.
Okay, I'll look over to Meehan. I'm not sure I like this flam flimmer.
I'm not going to make a deal with a demon to look for anything that he wishes. And
I'm
I
also-
say,
got it?
I think it's time for us to continue our quest and see if we can't figure out a way on the path to defeat this demon.
Right, but if the demon they wanting something, don't yous want to prevent him from getting it?
He just said he couldn't get it.
Well, I think you just done flummoxed me myself.
So Little Grin's head goes, she's talking, and he finally gets back to the circle and goes, wow, I just don't fucking get that. Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
I think continue on to Rainbow Falls. And as a secondary side quest, we have to figure out how to destroy this person to save our mushroom friends and David's and Little Grin's girlfriend.
I like her.
Lila, any further thoughts?
Aren't we supposed to give something to someone?
Yeah, we did that last time, right? We gave the food, and then we got the puke.
Also,
Yeah, but aren't we supposed to
I may have gotten some mushrooms.
player to DM?
Hmm.
Because I remember because the fact that we skipped a week threw me off.
Right.
But, okay, so we went, we gave the food to the thing,
Yes.
we got the poop,
Yes.
and the little mushroom dudes did something with it, right?
That's
Weren't we-
correct.
And weren't we supposed to take that to somewhere else?
Yes, you were.
Did we do that? The last part.
You have not done it with what you got as a result from the poop.
Okay.
Oh.
The creature's poop was taken, and something was done, and then you were handed like they weren't mushrooms, but they were like almost like backpack made out of type thing.
Yeah.
You were given that and said that you were supposed to take it to a basically a creature that is the last stand before Rainbow Falls.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, onward to Rainbow Falls.
Okay,
All right.
excellent. We are going to take a quick break as we prepare to leave for Rainbow Falls. And we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. And thank you so much for watching tonight. We'll see what happens. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Legends of the Adventure stream on the Dice Cult. Live on Twitch Tuesday nights. We start at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I just washed away that black and white, and I got me some new shades on, and we're ready to rock and roll into the second half of this session. We'll hope you're enjoying it. If you have any questions, comments, hit us up on the Dice Cult via, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, all over the place. Let us know how you're enjoying the stream. And check out Monday nights, Wednesday nights, and Saturday nights as well. So the party met the self-proclaimed ruler of this area of the underground. And it didn't really go as easy as it could have, specifically because we have a paladin in the party that's not, in no way, shape, or form going to work alongside or for any a demon or anything like that. Totally makes sense. So the party has decided to move forward on their quest towards Rainbow Falls. Glitterbritches is so happy. His knowledge from this book became real, because now he knows there is something out there in this area that is worth a valuable coin, which is what he lives for. So we're going to go ahead and start back up right now. Tell me, as you sit there in this half dead and half alive area of the underground, which way are you headed?
Unless you guys disagree, I'm going to make a beeline for Rainbow Falls. Enough of these side quests.
Yep, I second that one. Let's go.
All right. Oh, I'm tired of turning in apples too. We'll head it that way.
Very well. You look in every direction, and the only trail you see, if you want to call it that, is the trail that leads back towards the cave where you're with Glitterbritches.
Well, that was on the way to Rainbow Falls, so yeah.
Okay, I'm just letting you know that's the only trail. Now, if you want to, take some other route, you're welcome to.
Well, which direction did he went somewhere though, right? Like there's another direction of the cave.
You're talking about the entity?
Yeah.
The entity just literally went like where you were. Like he literally, the fog backed up into an area with mushrooms and other foliage, fungus and foliage and plants and stuff like that.
Okay.
So you can walk forward if you want. You can go left, right. You can go whichever way you want. You can climb up. You can go down. I mean, there's a lot of different directions you can go here.
Enough shenanigans and trickery to Rainbow Falls.
All right.
We will lock arms and we will skip left to right.
Okay, so you got to backtrack and do the Wizard of Oz dance on the way back to the cave.
On the yellow brick road.
Yes.
Follow the undead fungus road, something like that. So, and then, by the way,
a metal cover of that song for the intro.
By the way, as you start to go back, Mouse goes, starts barking in the backpack as the dancing is making him uncomfortable, jumping up and down. He wants to be out of his backpack or a little travel case.
Yeah, I'll let him out for a little while.
All right, come on, Toto.
But I put him on a leash that's like 30 foot long, so he can run around.
Okay.
There's 4 of us. There's a dog. Where can we go wrong?
Right. Well, actually, as you are skipping along and kind of like just forgetting what you just went through and kind of making things a little bit more happier, if you will, that was a little bit of a dreaded experience. You see that Glitterbritches is suddenly this area's got some wide open space, and you see that Glitterbritches is up with all of you, and he's sitting on top of a almost a see-through looking. I mean, it looks like there's an animal there. Part of the time, it looks like a wolf, almost like a wolf or a dog. Canine, some type of canine, and it partially looks like it's there, then it partially looks like it's not, and he's like sitting on top of it, and like smiling with all of you, like, "Hey, I'm having fun too," and he's keeping along as he's riding this canine.
Boy, that's a big kitten.
Oh,
He's riding. Do you say he's riding a dog?
Yeah, he is. It looks like a dog, but it also kind of looks see-through. It doesn't look, well, it looks like a dog, but it's just at times it looks like you can see through it.
If only we were evil. Lila needs that.
Right?
So, I have to admit, he whispers, Ian, you're a really good actor.
To me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, what do you mean, actor?
Well, that performance was brutal. I mean, they would have been throwing roses at you at the theaters.
I don't understand your meaning.
Well,
Strange one.
you know, it's like you totally made me believe that you didn't want to have anything to do with that treasure that he was talking about. I'm sure he believes you.
I stop, I look at him, and I say, I don't want anything to do with him or the treasure. And then I walk on.
He goes, sure. And he laughs and he keeps up with everyone. So you travel back. Roll your perception, Lila.
Perception. Nope. 6.
Okay. You make your way back, all of you, to the cave area. And you see that, sure enough, there is a very... it's really not really... It's trail. And you've kind of learned what the trails are like here. There is a trail, but it's not really much of a trail. But you do see the trail that brought you to the cave area in the first place. This walk took maybe 15, 20 minutes before you had the shadows taking you there. You've made your way back. I assume you're going to be taking a right, which means you're headed towards away from anything you've been at previously at this point, correct?
Yeah, the direction the mushroom lady told us to go, to Rainbow Falls.
Absolutely. Okay. So you begin to head deeper into this dead area. I'm going to call it dead. And it gets worse. It gets worse. It gets to a point where everything around you is pretty much dead. It's not 50-50 anymore, Little Grin. It's not, a third of the mushrooms, a third of the mushroom is hanging for its dear life. You're in an area where it is rotted to near death. And in some cases you see that everything is just literally laying on top of each other, like you would see dead trees and brush and stuff like that in certain areas.
Does it look like the same blight?
It looks like it's the same thing. It's just worse here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's dead here. I mean, the crystals give off less light. The mushrooms give off less light. It's dark here. The life has literally been drained from this area at a very high level. You travel for quite a while. And it gets colder. It gets a little wet. The air gets wet as it begins to get colder. And where you had stopped before in the cave, if you remember properly, you had went to the cave to rest as you'd been traveling for a while. Now you've just done this bit of adventuring, if you want to call it that, or just had this encounter. And now, after another 2 or 3 hours of travel, it would make sense that your bodies are getting to be a little tired. Do you want to do anything about it, or do you want to push on?
Muted.
Been going a whole day.
It seems like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I guess we'll rest then.
Okay.
Oh, always hungry.
Okay.
Unless Lila, you have an opinion?
Nope.
Okay. So, is there any specific? You're just going to look for an opening or a clearing somewhere, or you're going to stay next to the trail? What I need
Oh yeah.
any
What?
details.
Yeah. Before we do that, is it like even livable in this area? Like, is it? Would you even be able to sleep, or is it just like totally disgusting?
Well, it doesn't smell like particularly bad, but the thing is you're going to have to find a spot where there's not just dead stuff. I mean, it's hard to lay down and sleep on broken pieces of this, that, and everything else that's fallen over dead.
So I would say like I would keep walking until we find the right spot.
Does everybody agree with that? Does that work for everyone?
Sounds
Giggity.
good to me.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to say that it takes you almost an hour because you're staying on the trail. If you were off the trail, you might have found there might have been something right where you were at, right? That was off the beaten path, like an opening, a clearing. But where you stayed on the trail, it takes you roughly an hour. And then you find a spot that's like right next to the road itself of the trail. Very loosely saying trail, but there is an opening where you feel you can be comfortable.
Cool. Fire up some food. I'll take first watch.
Okay. Are you going to do a hot camp or a cold camp?
Fire.
Fire. Okay. Awesome.
Grilled
Um,
portobellos, a little bit of vegan butter, and just some light salt.
That can be done here. That can be done here. They already have the blackened mushrooms here because they're all dead. So you can probably find some of those. I don't know if they'd be any good. We can roll the dice to see what you think. Okay. So you put together your camp. Glitterbritch is like all like he is just pacing. His dog is no longer with him. But he is very much like, when can we talk about this treasure? When can we talk about this business? There's business to be had here. I'm sure all of you are smart enough to understand the value of coin. I know there was a great war on the surface, but at some point we're going to have to go up top, and well, the one with the coin may just be the winner.
Well, if you want to go and try to find that treasure, you can go and strike up the deal with the guy.
Oh,
We've got more pressing matters to take. So,
well, actually, I feel pretty safe with all of you. I mean, you spoke a good game with them. I say we just go get the treasure ourselves. Don't include that guy.
or you can go get the treasure yourself and get all the coin.
Yeah, I mean that's I don't know. It sounds like if he can't get in there, I don't know. I would do alone. I mean, I don't do the fighting. I do the talking. I do the bargaining. I I can look at a treasure and find out it's what it does good and what magics have enabled it to do better things and great things. That's what I'm good at. But I suppose y'all have your own. Oh, well, at least I'm safe right here with all of you. Yeah. I guess if I see something that grabs my attention, yeah, I guess I'll let y'all know if I'm going to leave. And he kind of frowns a little bit and sits next to the fire, puts his head on his face like this, pounce. Anybody want to do anything specific before we hit camp?
Nope, I'm good.
I'll share my portobellos with our new friend, I guess, because he seems glum.
Oh, well, he thanks you. He thanks you and eats it up very quickly. Mihen, do you pray regularly to your God?
Every morning.
Okay, you do? Okay, I just wanted to, I'm going to assume that every morning you're going to pray.
That's how I renew my spells.
Okay, great. Okay, so you're going to take first watch,
Yep.
you stated. Who's going to take second watch?
Me.
All right. And who's going to take third watch?
Yeah, it'll be me. Oh no, I'll take last watch so I can do my meditations in the morning.
Okay. I'm assuming that since there's 3 of you, that there's only 3 watches.
Yep.
There's 4.
Nope.
Okay.
Glitter
I
Britches
ain't
does
gonna
not count.
trust him. Mm-mm.
Glitter Britches didn't offer to do.
cool.
He didn't offer anything. He's sitting
And
around.
I
but-
wouldn't trust him to.
yeah, it's
Just pointing it
literally
out.
like-
That's fine.
It's just like you're what you walk, don't even, not even included, not even a question. Okay, so Mian, you are taking watch. Lila, Lilligren starting to get a little bit of rest. Glitter Britches is again, he's pacing and talking to himself. He comes up to you and he says, "You know, Mian, I understand. I mean, I know Paladin's got to do what a Paladin's got to do, right? I mean, you're for the good, and but you know, you could probably help a lot of poor people if you could find something that was worth a lot of treasure, right?"
I just stare at him.
I know you can hear. Oh, you're gonna be that way, huh? Okay. And he walks away.
As
From
he
the-
walks away, I tell him, "Get some rest."
Yeah. Like I can sleep knowing that there's treasure out there. Oh, are you kidding me? And he's just he walks away from camp by himself, talking. Oh, sleep. It's probably right up below us or above us or somewhere. Oh, I can't handle it. So you're one moment. One moment, please.
By the way, Glitter Britches looks like Michael Caine.
That's funny. Oh, okay. So I want to do this if it will let me real quick. Oh, all right. Meehan, near the end of your jaunt and doing the watch as everybody else is resting, Glitter Britches comes running back, and he looks like he is. You would imagine he's just seen like the biggest dragon in the world, something just of amazing, just something. He's seen something, and he's like,
I don't mess about. As he's running back, I kick awake Lila and Little Grin.
okay. He's got this look on his face. He's like, you like something's up, and you go to kick them to wake him up, and as you all,
Porcini!
Glitter Britches comes back and he goes, man, I found it. It's got to be the place.
What?
The place with the treasure. I found it.
We'll go when we're rested.
Oh, yes. Oh, now I'll rest. I'm not really going to sleep. I'm just too nervous. I'll pretend to sleep. Okay. And he just like goes over to this dead piece of mushroom. He's like fake snoring, like just to pretend he's sleeping so that you think he's not, because all he's doing is thinking about what could be in there.
I go, "Sorry, Little Grin, back to sleep." And then I crash out for Lila's watch.
Okay. All right,
I
Lila.
snore so profusely that the moth goes in through my nose and then out through my mouth.
Lila, you take over, and during your watch, it goes smoothly. Nothing happens. You hear a few noises, but only a few noises, nothing else. You hear some snoring, you hear that kind of thing from a couple of your traveling mates, but nothing you haven't heard before.
Well, if Glitter Bridge is gonna continue to fake snore really loudly, then Lila's just gonna grab a rock and contemplate throwing it.
Oh, yeah, he's like sitting there going, "Oh, what time is it? Oh, I wonder if they're going to sleep out here. Oh, let's go get on." You know, he's just, oh boy, he's excited. And so you get done with your session. You need to go back to sleep. You wake Little Grin up. Little Grin, it is your turn. Again,
Okay.
you notice that Glitter Britches isn't sleeping. He's faking it, and he's making the silliest snoring noises, just trying to pretend that he's not just totally excited about what he found.
I'll rest a hand on his shoulder, just like a calming hand. to relax him, and then
Okay.
I will sit down next to him, hot cross buns, and start my morning meditations.
Okay. He sees you say hot cross buns, and he's like, "What? Like, what are you talking about?" Like, he gives you this really weird look because you just grabbed his shoulder, and then you said hot cross buns. He's like, hmm?
That's my sitting position.
"Oh." He laughs and he closes his eyes. He just goes off on snoring again. This fake, really overly dramatic snore.
Sure.
So several hours pass, and you've all been rested. You're all rested. You're all feeling better. A short rest for any of you who want to put that down on your character. Um,
Long
actually,
rest, yeah.
it's a long rest. Sorry. Jeez.
Very good.
All right. So, long rest for any of you who need to do that with your character. Meehan, you get up and you begin praying. And when you get up, though, at first, Litterbridge just jumps up. All right, oh boy, I was a good sleep. And, he's just all uppity, and you just like, I got to pray. So you go to doing your praying. Now, are you going to go away from the camp to do this, or are you going to do it at the camp?
No, I'll do it right by I get the fire going a little bit again while hopefully Little Grin or Lila cook up some coffee and breakfast. And hopefully
Okay.
Lila sneaks in a little whiskey for me. And,
Oh hell yeah!
and then I
No.
do my prayers just right there.
I'm thinking fried shiitakes this morning, so I hope that's easy for you guys.
Okay, so you have a nice get going type morning, even though you can't really tell that it's morning or not. You're underground, but everything goes real smooth. Glitterbritches is pretty damn calm, much more calm than he was at night in the evening when he went to you, Meehan. He's tired. In fact, he's running on exhaustion now. He's exhaustion for not getting any sleep. So he's actually now has no choice but to be different. And with that, he says, so as everything's packed up, the fire's out. He's like, so can I show it to you?
Yeah, one sec. And I let Mouse out to use the bathroom.
Okay. The dog goes running out. He makes a few whiny noises when he smells some of the dead stuff around the camp, like the dead foliage and mushrooms and stuff.
Like he doesn't even want to poop on the poop.
Pretty much. It's kind of
Basically.
just like, he smells stuff that all of you don't. And so he's like, that kind of thing. Like, this ain't a good spot. What the heck? Where's all the nice, colorful things and such? Where's the living stuff I can crap on? So, anyways, he comes back. No problem. And you're off. You travel down the path for a bit, and Glitterbritches is telling you how last night he was just walking and talking and minding his own business. And he came around a corner and he saw something that totally stuck out. And there's no way that, in his mind, this has got to be the place. And as he's talking to you, the road, if you will, the trail, it does curve. And as it curves, you can see up to the right, and Glitterbritches is pointing out, like, look. And as you turn to the right, up on the of the wall, just like I remember how there was a cave earlier that you met Glitterbritches in, you can see very clearly that there is a cave up on the side of this wall. But what sticks out is that everything around it is alive. Okay? There's crystals that are bright like in the other area. There are living things like mushrooms and not shrubs, but like foliage, like I said, like vines and such, almost like bushes and stuff. There's literally live nature around this hole in the wall. And he goes, "That's got to be it."
Is it kind of on our path, or is it going to be out of the way again?
Well, you're on the trail and you can see it. And it would be basically, I'm going to say no more than, because there's no trail to it. It's you're gonna have to walk through the mushrooms and stuff. It's probably gonna take you about 15 minutes to get to the wall.
All right. Side quest number 212. Let's do it.
Right.
You don't have,
Well,
if you don't want to do side quest 212, you don't have to. Okay.
No,
well,
I love
now,
it.
just let me wait happens me pace here. I seconds, we supposed to find out about the wee one first. Then we supposed to help the mushroom folk. And then we supposed to do this. We shouldn't be doing the third thing first when the first thing ain't done yet.
We're here. Let's go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, the third thing's right here, though.
It just seems out the order to me.
You know, Little Grin is got a real good outline of everything that's going on and exactly what's happening. So he makes it known that this is like another totally different thing than what we were supposed to be doing, which was not the thing we're doing now is not what we're supposed to be doing either. We're supposed to get to Rainbow Falls, and now we got 3 things we're going to do. Okay.
I'm just saying that it doesn't seem like it's in the right order because we've
Right.
already been.
Sure.
Yeah, but Glitter Britches is about to flip out if we don't do this. So
Oh,
But
Glitter
Glitter
Britches.
Bridge-
Oh,
And the
man,
sooner we
That's
help him out, the sooner he leaves.
yeah, let's
that's
go.
the truth. That's the truth. Okay. So
Um,
you begin cutting your way through the dead mushrooms and dead vines and all that kind of stuff. Which one of you is hacking your way through? Who's got
Me.
who's got a bladed weapon? Somebody
no,
got
no, no, no.
I've
I
got
just
a battle
smash.
axe.
I smash them away from our path.
I'm
Oh.
constantly trying to get ahead of him and keep them spread apart far enough so that he doesn't have to smash them.
Okay. So I've got a battle axe swinging, I got a hammer swinging, and I got somebody in front of that, half stone giant, just trying to make a path by breaking up the brains.
No,
Yeah.
no, not that. Come on. What did that do to you?
I love it. I love it. So Glitterbridge is just like, he just keeps, he just keeps making this noise as he gets closer. Just, yes, yes. If you ever know The Undertaker, long time ago, he had Paul Bearer with him, and Paul Bearer would go, oh, yes. He's like literally getting to that voice is going on. He's like, he's excited. So you make your way, and there's no problem. You break through, you walk through in some spots, and you finally get to this wall, and you can see that there's not much of a scale easily walk up to this cave entrance. You're gonna have to climb.
How high is it?
It looks to be 15-20 feet.
Yeah, that's perfect gnome tossing distance. So shield, I give Lila a rope, shield above my head, put Lila on shield, thrust up while she jumps.
All right.
Okay, I
Alright.
like this. All right.
Okay.
Only 15
So
feet. We
you
got
can
this.
go ahead and roll an athletics check to see how well you throw the gnome.
It doesn't even have to be that good since I can stretch to 8 feet and she's 3 feet. So I literally only have to get 4 feet of
Yeah,
height.
just an athletics check. It's just an athletics check. Oh yeah.
17.
Oh yeah. Yep. All right. You got the rope. As you're in midair, it almost reminds you of a mine you were once in when you got tossed across a cavern, if you remember. That was a very exciting and scary moment I remember with this group. So you
Good times.
you get tossed up, and you see there's this hole, and I assume you're going to grab onto the ledge
Yes.
and pull yourself up. Just roll a go ahead and roll your athletics check as well. All right, excellent.
21.
Oh, no problem. You got this down. You boom, grab on, flip yourself up, down, and Glitterbridge just goes, "Ooh, how am I getting up there? I hope I'm not getting up there that way." Oh wait, I see
is
the rope. Never mind. There's a rope. I see it. He laughs. Silly of me.
Yeah,
Wait.
is there a good tie off up there?
She does find something to tie the rock off. I'm sorry, there is like rock in the cavern that sticks out that she'll be able to tie the rope around. Absolutely.
I'll climb up first because I'm the heaviest.
All right. Yep. Just roll your athletics. Okay, no problem. Pull yourself
20
up.
tray.
Yep, you do great. It's just you're already pretty tall. It's not that much of a climb. But it's very strange how everything's dead around it, but this area is alive. The closest areas around it is alive. It's just strange. It doesn't look right. It sticks out very badly. Little Grin, what are you gonna do?
I will look over at Glitter Britches.
Okay. Glitter Britches goes to do his thing, and 1 second. I'm gonna roll this because I know that he doesn't have that. Oh, and he pulls himself up, no problem.
Right behind him. 12.
Okay, so you actually find that due to your height and size, as you start to go up the rope, it's almost easier for you to use your feet and your hands and just kind of scale the wall. Little Grin.
We don't need no stinking rope.
Exactly. Okay, so you pull yourself up, and y'all are in a cave. I am going to move you to the cave. 1 moment, please. All right.
This seems like a Play-Doh book.
I don't know if that was a compliment or not.
No, it's The Cave. It's a famous book by Plato or
Okay.
story.
Oh, I thought you
Or
meant
a
Plato
song
like.
by Mumford and Sons.
Oh my God.
No,
No.
no.
So you're not here yet, so don't move your tokens, Scott. Thanks.
I'm
I need-
sorry.
As soon as I always pull up your tokens in a map like this, you start moving because you're waiting.
I get
but-
excited.
I know. So
I
but
get
let me-
excited for battle.
right. So you get that's coming. So you maybe I can't promise you anything, but
You already let it slip. Battle.
right, exactly. So you get into this cave, and again, everything's alive here. This reminds you of parts of Cure to Rule, parts of just to the south where you were earlier in your travels when you first began making your way to Rainbow Falls. It feels way more comfortable. It smells much better. I guess I should probably put Glitter Britches in here with the group. 1 second, because he is.
Now, did Glitter Britches actually glitter?
They do. I told you that.
Oh,
Don't you
that's right,
remember?
okay.
I guess I don't. Maybe you don't. But
I remember that.
yeah, he actually goes. He goes, look, and he like pulled his robes apart, and he has like these pants that are, yeah, they're glittery.
Fabulous.
Let's see here. Where did he go?
Yeah, I don't remember if we ever saw a picture of his face last time, but we definitely saw the pants.
Ah. He just like opened his trench coat and let us know what's up.
Yep.
That's what he did. He said, "Glitter bitches, yeah, you know, I got these on. So that's where I got my name." There he is. All right. Look at that beautiful smile. Okay. So,
It's creepy. It's off-putting.
it is, isn't
It
it?
is.
It really is like Michael Caine had sex with one of the hobbits from the Lord
Oh
of the
my
Rings.
God, dude! Why did you have to? Oh my God. Okay, so
Not
so-
Salem wise, obviously.
so what happens is you begin to travel into this cave, and the first thing you see that there's just these glowing mushrooms. There's these crystals, and it's very comfortable, and it makes you feel, like I said, a little bit like home. Home being Cure to Rule, that kind of home, not where you once were from. Not that home, not the original. And as you travel, it starts to change, and you descend, meaning you go down. And as you go down this path, it begins to get hot, almost to the point of sweating hot. Not because you're walking, but because it's warm in here. And
Why,
then
it's getting hot.
you don't see anything that gives you the hint of, hey, it should be hot here. Like, you don't see lava, you don't see a bunch of fire, nothing like that, but it's very hot here. And it causes you to sweat. And then as you travel down further, suddenly, as if like within a few steps, it begins to be like completely cold. Like
Oh, it's getting cold.
exactly, exactly. And this goes on for a bit. And then you finally hit the bottom of this cavern where you're not descending anymore. It goes to the left, and down here it is very wet, almost so wet it is slippery. And you have to hold on to the sides, which are wet as well at times, or you're going to slip. It's that bad. And it's slippery because it has, more than likely, has been walked through for some time. And you actually experienced this when you were in the temple that had been ruined, that had the guardian that gave you some poo-poo when you gave it some mushrooms to eat. So you that there was that slipping from on the ground where you had to pay attention to that. I don't know if you remember, but that's where that happened. So you travel a bit like this, and then the walkway, the path takes a right, and the cavern itself goes from being a path to a hole, but the ground stops being flat, and it becomes very rocky. It becomes like you're actually like having to step up and then down and crouch. You have to put your hand up on a rock and squeeze yourself through several of them. For some of you, this is easy. For some of you who are bigger, it's not, because there's not a lot of space. The
Um,
go
Can I
ahead.
stop and ask a question here?
Yeah, of course.
Because this is such tight space, and just because I do have a little outdoors experience, do I see any other markings as we're going along?
Um, if you would have seen anything, I would have told you, because I've been. I assume that everybody's paying attention, not just walking straight ahead, just like blindly. So I would have had you roll at minimum. But
Okay.
there's nothing here to give you any sort of clue of anything. Like I said,
No, beyond the like plant life we see, no sign of movement.
you're right. The plant life was actually outside of the cave and right at the beginning of it. So literally it was like there's all this nature, and then you start to go through the cave, and after about 10, 15 minutes started going down, and as it went down, it got warm. And it's just rock, but it got very warm. And then it went to the cold, and then it went to the wet. And then you found this, like I said, there's this rocky area where the ground is not level. It's just all these jagged rocks are sticking up and such, and you have to crawl your way through it. And you get to the other side, and there is just literally a flat wall in front of you, and then at the level of about 5 feet, there is a like just like a side of a wall where you can pull yourself up, if you will. Um, is everybody going to pull themselves up? That's the only way to go that you can tell.
I will.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
If it's very tall, I'll go first.
Okay. So it's at the 5 foot level. So for you, it's it's very simple. So you can see that it's just you're in this cavern now, and it's a lot like the caverns that you've seen, like I said, in Kirda Rule. It's not too hot, too cold, too wet. It's just normal caverns that you've been in before. Just you haven't been in this specific cavern complex. So everybody pulls themselves up. You help each other get up. Glitter Britches as well. He's a little short, so he's going to need some help. Lila can handle it, but he can't, so he needs a little bit of help. So you help him up, and now you are here. Mihan, you may start moving your token as you wish.
Victory. All right, hammer out, shield out, right?
Yeah. So Mihan gets up here and he starts moving rather quickly, looking for any adversaries and making sure the place is safe for everybody to travel to. Glitter Britches is like, oh, this is wondrous here. Wow, I saw caves like this on my way into the Oglethorpe Mountains when I first got here. Lila, are you letting everybody get that far away from you? Okay. You want to stop real quick, Mihan, please?
Yeah, I
Thank
was
you.
trying to come back around.
It's all good. All right, so, Ian, you can go forward if you want. If you go too much farther than that, then that's going to be, you need to stop. But so you all get around this corner here, and you see that there is a Scott, you want to move your token up?
I was letting Glitter Britches lead the way.
Oh, no. He's not going to do that. Okay, so right there, as you turn around this corner, you can see it. There is it looks like almost like a fountain, or if you've been in a cemetery, sometimes have this where they have like grave markers that have like a piece that comes out that looks like a fountain, and it's a flat a piece of chiseled rock in the side of this cavern. And when you look at it, Little Grin, you see that it says, you may, if you prove your worth. And it says it in,
Sorry, you cut out. Will you say it again?
it says that you may pass if you prove your worth. And it says that in Hill Giant. It's chiseled into the wall. You, Meehan, look at the this chiseled piece of stone in the side of the cavern, and it says in Half Dragon, or Draconic, I suppose is the right way to say that. In Draconic, it says you must prove your worth to move on. And it says the same thing for you, Lila, but it says it in Gnome. And in fact, Glitterbritches goes, "Oh, look, this is written in Gnomish." And he says, "You may pass if you prove your worth."
Gnomish be looking just like hill giants to me.
He looks at you like,
I
whatever.
didn't
He's
even
always
know
saying-
Hill Giants had a language.
Well, hopefully they do. If not, I looked really stupid saying that. So,
Waze has a language. Waze just not much for punctuation.
it might
I
just.
want to
it
say
might-
they just speak giant.
I was going to say, I think there's giant language, giantish, or something like that. And second
Yeah,
edition,
I speak
like
/ quote unquote read write giant.
now if they, snow giants, I think they speak Norwegian, right? Like Monomarth and In Flames and all those bands
Oh,
from
don't you know?
Scandinavia. Anyways,
Boys are hill giants, I says.
right. So so you all travel past this, seeing that you've read this moniker that is up, chiseled and created, put in this really beautiful piece of rock that has been chiseled and created. You pass it, and you continue to move on. And as you get past this area, a loud sound and a rumble begins to be felt and heard in the distance, and it's very low. It's a very low hum, and it's a very at first it's a very small shake. Are you continuing?
Yeah, until I die or kill something.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, we are going to do that then. All right. Well, I hope. Well, we'll see.
Past the sign into the shaky cave.
Okay. So yes, that's correct. Yeah, the Rumbly Cave, correct. All
At least
right.
there was a sign this time. That other guy didn't have a sign.
All right. So as you exit this cave or cavern, you you walk into a very open area. It's huge. It's a huge opening. And facing you in the distance is a huge waterfall. And this waterfall is easily 100 foot tall. This waterfall it's ginormous. It's huge. It's a huge waterfall. And you could hear Just it's obviously you see it. I would turn up the sound right now. I got it rocking, but it won't sound good, obviously. But this does have the sounds of waterfall going on right now, and it is loud. It is very, very loud. And there is mist and steam everywhere. And what are you gonna do?
Yeah, just
I'm
Walk
gonna
forward.
approach the waterfall.
Okay. I knew that was going to happen. Roll your perception, Meehan, and Lila. Whoa!
gangster. All right, community shot around all watchers
Yep.
and players.
See, we tell you to pick a character, but what we really mean is just whenever we drink. Actually, don't. You
It's the
liver can
first-
handle it.
It's the first 20 of the night.
This is
Right.
true.
Oh, okay. I'm
First
sorry, I
20 of the
missed
night. This is a special drink.
So, as you walk, you see to your right, you see this, Meehan. To your far right, you see a set of sticks with skulls in them.
Okay.
And you have never seen anything like that in this area. So you just kind of, okay. I don't know if you want to tell the rest of them. Lila, did you make your perception?
Yeah, I got a 14.
Okay, you saw them. You see them as well as you're walking up into this area.
Is that all we see is just the sticks?
You see sticks with skulls on them. Yes, that's what you see.
Hammer out, shield out, and I go, spit on the ground. Blasted demons. I'm still a little sour about not killing that shadow earlier.
And Glitter Britches goes, "This is magnificent. Look at that waterfall. It's huge. Oh, I can tell the treasure. It's got to be close. It's got to be
I turn
close."
around and mid him rambling, I say, "Quiet."
You
In a very intimidating tone. I'll roll intimidation if you want.
please do.
But yeah, we can't put up with this nonsense. We got to be quiet here.
I understand.
Intimidation. Okay. There you go. 15.
Okay. Moment.
I'm sorry, my Zoom closed and then reopened, and so now we're all kind of out of whack. I apologize for that.
Uh-oh. We're in the wrong spots?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait.
Who's in the middle? Or is it still the stream in the middle of the
No, the stream still,
foundry?
according to my phone, the stream still looks fine, and you're actually still in the right place. It's just the rest of us got shifted a little bit.
Okay. All right. I don't know if you want to change that, Meehan. If not, we'll just continue because
Scott's on mute, but he's trying to fix it right now, so you can keep going.
Okay. Yes. I just, we keep going, or we end the evening. It's getting close to that time, anyways. But as you stand there looking at this and noticing these skulls and sticks, you move forward a bit closer to the waterfall, and when you do, you can see that there's this mist being made at the edge of the waterfall, and it's very thick. It's a lot like the black fog you saw, or the black clouds you saw when that entity showed up earlier and spoke with you. So in this case, though, it's just what waterfalls do, is create that mist at the bottom, and it goes out quite a way from the waterfall onto into the ground, and almost just like the entity that you dealt with earlier, but different. You see that from the water, what looks to be almost, it looks like the water takes form, like almost like a human form, and walks forward and leaves the water and comes up to the ground, walking forward towards all of you. And this creature, again, it looks to be made of water, and it's right on the edge of the ground and water, and it looks almost or partially human, in human form, but made of water.
Divine sense.
You do not feel a good or evil from this,
Cool.
and the creature. I don't think any of you have seen anything like this before. Your characters, and this creature speaks, and it's got kind of a watery voice to it because it's made out of water, but I don't have any effects to give for that, but it speaks and it says, exactly, I'm drowning. No, just kidding. It says that I'll give it a deep voice. It says, we protect from those who should not be here. You must prove your worth to each of us separately to be able to pass. And with that, you see to its left, which would be your right, looks like almost like a human, but a bit wider, but it's humanoid-like, but it's made purely out of fire, and it jumps down from a ledge that was above you to the right, and it lands there, and it looks as made of fire, and it moves forward a bit. You see to the right or your left of the watery creature, you see what almost looks like at first a gust of wind go across the water, and you can see that the fog moves from it, and then suddenly this movement of air takes form, a humanoid form as well, and comes forward as well. And then, as you could probably guess, one of the rocks to your far left, one of the rocks to your far left, literally just kind of gets up and goes, and it moves forward towards you as well.
What's up, bro?
You say that to it?
Yeah,
But
yeah, sure.
You say that?
Yeah, yeah.
One moment. I will let this be completely random. It goes, and it like puts this one fist up and then kind of makes a rock like humanoid.
You're both do the Olympic Games thing.
So he acknowledges your words with a chuckle. The more serious water, we'll call it a water celestial at this point, says, you do not have to prove yourselves if you wish to leave. We are not here to kill anyone, only to make sure the only ones who pass are those who prove themselves.
Yeah, I step forward, shield out, hammer out, and I go in my best baritone.
I'm going to move you up 10 feet.
I am Mihin Miastin, noble of Clan Miastin. My friends and I have battled monsters in this place. We faced demons. We have no more to prove. Whatever silly test you have here is garbage compared to what we've already been through. Allow us to move forward, or I shall smite thee. As Bahamut as my witness, and conquest as my oath.
There's a silence, and the wind one, the one made of air, comes forward a bit. It says, I am not completely like the others. A warning to you. As the other stated, we are not here to kill. We are here to seek proof that you are worthy to pass. It is the words of the Celestials that is the way it must be. If you want to prove yourself by showing your prowess in fight, well then, I'm sure at least one of us would be rather happy to oblige. If you prove yourself, we will let you pass.
All right, as soon as he says fight, I slam my hammer against my shield, said, let's go.
Okay. All right. One moment.
2 may enter, 1 may leave. That is the way of the cave.
Okay, so what I want you to do, Mihan, is I would like you to roll a 4-sided, please.
A 4-sided?
Yes.
Can I just roll 4 to take all 4 of them?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that, please?
More. He wants extra fighters.
Okay.
Well, I rolled a 1.
Okay. So what happens is when you say that and you clang your shield and make like okay, I'm ready to fight. Let's roll. Now, DM to players, I need to know, Little Grin, Lila, what are you two doing?
I was going to do a speech. I thought of one while Scott was talking about one.
Okay.
So
Are you going to move forward and get in front of Mihan real quick?
Well, no, I'll move up next to him, just like I'm standing out too.
Okay.
And I'll go, my name's Little Grin Churl, joyance of the Fahanis, friend maker, mushroom grower, and ethical vegan.
Hey, has it been 5 minutes? Did he tell us he's a vegan? How often is this asshole gonna tell us he's a vegan? We get it, bitch. We get it.
Just let him know who I am, man.
Okay, so you say that, and these creatures, how do you wish to prove yourself? You hear from one of them. You can't tell which one said it. This voice is a little bit different, but it's asking how you wish to prove yourself.
I look at Glitter Britches too, and Lila said, Lila, you up for a fight?
I walk up next to Mihan. Hammer at the ready. Always, my friend.
I say, there's 4 of you and 4 of us. Let's go.
You say that, and they all look at each other, and they don't laugh. They don't make any type of what's that word? I don't want to say the wrong word. They don't disrespect you, but 3 of them back up to where they're out of your way, and your good buddy, the fire elemental, comes towards you. And as it comes towards you, it says, well, I guess it's just me and the 3 of you. Let us see if you're worthy. If you wish to prove yourself in battle, then let us have it.
I run straight forward and hit it with my hammer.
Okay, well, as you start running towards it, we will roll an initiative, because that's what we do. All right, so I'm going to put all this group into a battle. 1 second, please. Let me do that with my wonderful.
Oh, you're going to roll the initiative. I forgot.
That's what we have set up for Foundry. 1 second. All right, so I'm going to go like that. We got them all going. I think that's all right. They're all like that. We're going to go like that. And we're going to go into boom like that. And there they all are. Little Grin. I just want you to know that you better look at your character sheet, because it looks like you have only 5 hit points right now.
Oh yeah,
That's
we had a
prob-
long rest. I
That's
thought I was- I
That's
thought I
probably
was-
wrong. I would really not want to be in this fight with you. I was you if you only have 5 hit points, bro.
Oh, we're
I mean-
good. We're good now.
Yeah, good. Okay. So, everybody can see the token, this wonderful artwork I have for a fire elemental. Sorry about that.
I can see
Yeah, I
anything.
don't see it, bro.
Oh,
we
it's
can
not-
we can only see so far.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
So, yeah, it's not nice looking. It's a tough sucker. Okay. So, but you'll find that out soon enough. Okay. So, I'm going to roll initiative first. And then we will start the fight. Let's see, where's it at? Roll all. Here we go. I'm rolling now. All right. There's that. So it looks like we go Little Grin, then Lila, then the Grouchy. This, by the way, this fire elemental is Grouchy. And then we have Mian backing up the big words. He is last to go every round. Okay, so we're going to begin combat with Little Grin. Little Grin, it is your turn. What are you going to do? You see this creature made of what looks to be pure fire, standing
Yeah,
there
can
waiting.
I want to drop initiative if that's okay. I don't think Lilgren's really that ready.
Okay.
Can I willingly drop initiative?
Now does that mean you want to wait till the end of the round to go?
Yeah, I literally want to just drop my initiative because I think Lilgren, seeing a ball of fire, has no idea how to attack that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's just his hands. What is he supposed to grab fire with?
Fair
I
enough.
totally agree with you, my friend.
So I want to drop initiative if that's okay.
You can look at it now that it's getting closer to you, and you can go, "Holy crap! Maybe this might have been interestingly the wrong thing to do." Okay, so yeah, all right. So you're contemplating how you're going to attack this thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, excellent. Okay, so you're going to wait till the end of the round. So you do. So you can go ahead and in combat. Do you know how to push the button and move on? There you go, Lila.
Hey, sorry, brother. I don't see the fire elemental in the round. Is he supposed to be?
What do you mean in the round?
So I'm looking at
oh
the
yeah,
combat
like the
track.
combat
Combat
tracker here
tracker.
on the.
It doesn't look like the fire elementals in combat.
Nor is
Oh,
our new
he is-
friend.
He's no, it's Little Grin and then Lila and then the elemental and then Mihan. That's the way the round goes.
Yeah, I don't see the elemental on my tracker.
Yeah, it's
And-
because I took it out because what it does, it shows like hit points sometimes and stuff, and I don't want
Mm.
y'all to see him hit points.
Oh, okay.
And then
fair
there's
enough.
the other
New
guy.
information. I appreciate it. Also, is Glitter Pants here?
Yeah, but he didn't jump into the fight. He backed up.
Eh.
He's
Fair enough.
yeah, he's he's as afraid as Little Grin. It's just he's not. He's he's freaking out.
I'm just gonna say this before we start this combat, Scott. If you'd let me talk, we would have gotten into who could be the better friend instead of who can be the better fighter.
I'm
Let
gonna
me
smash
prove
all
myself.
four.
Let me prove to you how most worthy I am to go past you all. Let me tell you, I've got some mushrooms I'm going to share with you. Okay, these mushrooms are so good. Okay,
Cooking
trust
competition.
me, you're going to be seeing all kinds of shit if you eat these mushrooms, and I'm going to trade these with you. Right?
They
That's
asked
what a
us.
friend-
We could have played Parcheesi for Christ's sakes. Straight for the hammer.
Okay, so
It's been
Lila,
like 4 weeks since I've rolled a dice in anger.
I
I really want to.
that's- the
Okay.
reason that you only fight so much, I'm sure.
I guess I rolled a dice, clicked a button in anger. Alright? I want to click a button in pure rage and anger in the name of Bahamut. I want to hit the button.
Well, you
All the gods are resting on this click. Take that. Pew pew pew.
okay? Well, you're going to get your turn here in a second, Lila. Are you going to go up there and give it what for, or what are you going to do?
Bonus action rage.
You're going to rage? All
Yes.
right. Lila's
I'm
going to
gonna
rage.
rage. I'm gonna run up to it.
All right. She just passes past you, Mihan, as you're sizing over this creature made purely of fire. And let's see what you got. Make sure you target it.
Yes. I think.
Make sure you
okay, did it was
remember-
alt left click, right?
It's alt left click on the creature, and you'll see that there'll be like a dial that'll show up, kind of like type thing. It means you targeted it,
Yes.
and then you're gonna make your attack.
Okay. Wait. I don't think I did that right. I think I was supposed to do an advantage, right?
It says you hit the Grouchy fire elemental.
Woohoo!
So that means you get to roll some damage.
Okay. No, I think did I do it right?
It looks like
yeah.
you did. Looks like you
Okay,
did
yeah,
some damage to it. Yes. So you swing your weapon and you slice into the fire, and the creature makes a rumbly roll type noise. Although you're very close to this waterfall too, so there's this sense of this. I really wish you could hear the way this background sounds. It's really awesome. It's just plus you got these elementals making noise as well. Excellent. You have done damage to it. That's awesome. So I'm going to make sure that the creature takes the damage. It just did. And guess whose turn it is now? It is the creature's turn. Unfortunately, since you came up and hit it, it's going to give you a what for and give you a little bit of love back, I suppose, if not something else. So,
Figured.
see, it is going to begin with a smack. See, it's going to punch you in the face with its fiery fist, or at least try to, and see if it can't catch you on fire. Okay, yes, nice. Okay, what a nice guy. All right, he's got you targeted. We're learning the new Foundry stuff that we put together, and he is going to attack, hopefully. Let's see. And what's your let's see, he's doing a touch attack to put you on fire. Let's see. He misses as he tries to touch you and put you on fire. That's not cool. I'm pissed off. Okay. Let's see. 1 second. Okay. Okay. So he at that point is done with this round and he goes, he makes a grunt like, okay, I'm not going to do that again.
Get him! Get him!
All right, Mihan, it's your turn. Let's see what you got.
How far back are the other elementals?
The other elementals are a good at least 20 to 25
feet.
Yes.
Perfect. All right, I'm gonna swing kind of around to like his side here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to use my Oath of Conquest ability, Conquering Presence. All elementals, and the most important one for this one's the fire one, but all of you guys need to make a Wisdom save, DC 14. If you fail, you have the frightened status for 1 minute, meaning you're terrified of me.
Which means I get disadvantage when I try to attack.
Disadvantage on all attacks while I am in line of sight.
Okay.
And
okay, so 1 second.
And you can do the fire guy first because that's the most important. Because if it fails, I'm going to do something else.
Right. So that's the one I'm going to deal with right now. I mean, the other ones aren't gonna. They're not going to jump in. I'm just telling you.
That's more for show. I just want them also to be frightened after they laughed at me a little.
Understood. Okay, so I'm going to do a real quick wisdom roll, and I got what's the DC again?
14.
Okay. Okay. The creature misses, and is ooh, you're scary.
For the next 10 turns. For the next 10 turns, no matter who he attacks, not just me, even if he attacks Lila or Little Grin, he has disadvantage, and he has a disadvantage on all ability saves too.
Okay. Ooh.
And I hope I frighten all the other elementals as well.
I will check, but I'm not going to check right now because they're not involved, and they won't get it. Okay, if that's okay with you.
I'm also going to cast Shield of Faith on Lila, so that she gets an extra +2 to AC.
Okay, Lila. If I ask, remind me that I need to add that too when I'm looking at whether or not there was a hit or not. Okay.
Okay.
And
right, cool.
That will be the end of my turn.
Okay. So this creature is not happy. It is frightened. It's been hit, and it attempted to hit, and it was rather in a rather poor fashion. Maybe it's just, it's been so long since somebody showed up here that he's just out of practice. We'll see what happens in round 2. And now it's time for Little Grin. Little Grin, are you at full hit points? It doesn't show on my end that you're at full hit points.
Oh, it actually
Now
looks
you're
like
at now you're at full hit.
it actually
you-
looks
now-
like you hurt both Lila and I as well. Yeah, I've been dropped for some reason. So if I go back to 33.
I think that's hit points from another time we played or something.
I was at
every-
33 before we started combat, and so was Lila. Something
Yeah.
happened that dropped us
Okay.
both.
Okay, well, I may have pushed the wrong button. I'll make sure that.
No, it's no big deal. Man.
Like I said, I got Foundry set up in a different format, so I might have put the wrong button.
We're
Okay,
learning.
Lila, are you at your full hit points?
No.
You should
Okay.
be though, right?
Yes, I
Yes.
should be,
Yeah.
but the thing
Well,
says I'm not.
Well,
Yeah,
change
you
your
go-
change your hit points to be full, please, before we move on.
There we go. Okay, I got
There
it.
we
Sorry, viewers, we're learning a little.
Yeah.
We got
We've been
it.
learning all for 6 months
Good.
or 4 months. Okay, so
We're good.
so Little Grin, what are you going to do? You've seen your friends look like they're managing this pretty well.
I hit him.
Yeah, you've seen her slice her weapon into it. I can't hear you though.
I'm gonna tell you, I know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna try it anyways because I think it's what Little Grim would do. So 5, 10. Okay, and I'll just try and hit it, and it won't work, but we'll try.
Okay, you gonna try to
Frankie-
punch it?
Should have advantage for flanking for me.
Yes,
Right.
but I do not have a magical weapon. It's my fists, and my fists don't become magical till level 6. And this guy's made of fire, so this is gonna be fun. No, I have to target beforehand. Sorry. How do I target?
Alt left click.
There we go. So I will throw a normal unarmed strike at it.
All right, you hit the creature. You may roll damage.
I can? Okay. I'll do it again. Yeah. So that's it. I think if both those hit, but I didn't know you could hit a fire elemental, but I don't know what's going on. So sorry. Maybe I'm metaing that too much.
No, it's the thing is they take half damage from the damage that you roll.
Oh, okay.
So, and that's just, I have things created and put together in the way I need to. If I gave you guys just a regular elemental at 12th or 15th level, if I make it impossible because I know all the magic items you all have, that would be insane for me to do because you'd probably be killed trying to do this fight. But I give you a chance by allowing you to, without magic items, do half damage.
So this guy's fighting lower class on purpose.
You could say that, just pretend that you're fighting this thing and that you're hitting it, okay?
All right, I'm
regardless
into it.
of any,
I can't
regardless
do
of any rules you know of, right
I
now
punch fire.
exactly. You punched something. You punched into fire, and it seemed to have made contact, and the creature acted like it felt it. Enjoy that. All right. One moment. Excellent. All right. So, Little Grin, if it's end of your turn, excellent, and you can end your round, please.
Sorry, I always forget to hit the
Oh,
button.
by the way, sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry. Each of your melee attacks, you need to roll a 1d10 for damage that you take because you touched the fire and the creature.
See, now I might not have
So-
thrown the second punch, but I'll do it
That's-
this time.
Well, you go, you do your flying fury of
yeah.
fists, and you or fists of fury, and you go, oh, that maybe I'm not going to do that many next time.
So 1d10, you said?
For each yes that you hit,
Why
yes.
roll it? There we go. Looks like a 4 and a 2.
Okay, so you take 4 and a 2 is 6 damage.
Is
Do you
that
wanna
for
take-
everybody?
No, it's just him. It's whoever does the melee takes damage for doing it. So
Okay,
please,
I will exclaim after doing this. Fire hot.
okay. Please take 6 off your hit point total, Lilligren,
You got it.
on your end. Thank you so much. Excellent. So now it is Lila's turn.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with my axe again. That does not hit, does it?
It doesn't. And what happens is that as Lilligren hits this creature several times, and you've all hit it, the flames start flying off it, like whatever it's made of is like being broken up, and the fire gets next to you. So when you swing, you've actually just moved out of the way of fire that was going to hit you, and you missed the creature. All right. If you want to end your turn,
Yep.
I'm going to roll because everybody is. He's terrified, so I'm going to roll to see who he attacks. I'm going to start Meehan as a 1. And I'm going to 1 and 4 be Meehan because he did that. Okay, Meehan, he's going to attempt to attack you. One moment, please.
Yeah, and I'm sure you remember, but he has disadvantage.
I'm aware of that. Yep.
Cool.
So now, okay, now I need to figure out how to not target Lila within Foundry here. This is going to be a pain in the butt. I've definitely got one, but not the other. So hopefully this won't damage both of you. But I'm going to go ahead. He's going to go ahead and attempt to touch you with his fire and hurt you. Second. Okay. I'll have to ignore this because I've got both of you. See if I can get out of that target. Nope, can't get out of it. Okay. All right. And I've got disadvantage, so I've got to roll twice each time for that. All right. No, I don't. Here it is right here. All right. Ugh. All right. He would miss you twice with those rolls. So he is so terrified that he doesn't even really reach out to hurt you bad. He's that bad off. So that would be the end of his turn. And it is now Meehan's turn.
Cool. I'm gonna strike him with my hammer.
Go for it.
I think I have him targeted. 10. Unfortunately, I miss.
Yep.
So that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Oh, do I take damage because I swung at him? Oh no, I didn't hit
It's
him.
only when you hit. When you hit, you can take damage.
So it looks like Little Grin's up, yeah?
Yeah, it's Lilligren's turn.
I am going to, first time ever since we started, pull out weapons.
Hey.
Double sickles. 2
Uh-oh.
sickles. Tink, tink. And it's the same attack, so I'm just going to do my unarmed strike. So. No, I have a sickle attack up, it looks like. Let's try it. See if it works. And I have advantage, or he just has disadvantage? Okay.
No, Oh wait, no, I could have rolled
on.
again too
You-
because
Hold on. First
Flanking.
of all, he's got disadvantage against everybody, and second of all, you're flanking him, so both of you get advantage.
yeah,
Okay.
I could have swung again.
Yep.
Wait, me
You
too?
could have.
Well, I'll throw another one then, just in case I.
We'll do it on the next one.
Yeah.
I'd get a critical here. And I didn't,
Yeah, it's a
so the
critical
attack
miss.
will be 17.
The 17 is going to hit with a sickle.
Cool. How do I roll that damage, though?
There should be a thing that popped up for you to do the damage roll.
I think I fucked it up because I rolled twice. It didn't come up.
Uh-oh.
So I think the damage is the same as before. I think it's a D4
I think it's a D4 plus your
strength. So plus 4 damage.
okay.
And then I'll
And-
roll this one better.
Roll your damage.
I don't think that worked right. I don't think I hit on the second hit.
It says you
Uh,
hit.
Yeah, you hit 13, dude. Hits.
Oh, okay. 3 damage.
Okay. So you got to do you made double hits, so you took 4 attacks then. I mean, I'm sorry, you do an advantage. So that was the 2 attacks, sorry.
Yes, that's 4 damage and 3 damage total.
Right. So that's what I got. But what I need from you is you also, because you hit twice, you got to roll the damage on you too.
Even with the weapons out?
Yep.
What? Okay.
Yep.
That's
Any
the whole
melee.
point. I pulled the weapons out. Okay.
Yep.
Well, fair enough.
And you said
That's a D10.
so 3 damage, 4 damage, right?
Yep.
Okay.
He does way more damage than I do.
Uh-oh. Something happened. And I don't know what happened, but Foundry,
Where did he?
something just totally really weird happened. And I don't know what the beep happened.
Oh, Foundry's possessed. Foundry's
goodness.
possessed. Where did he go?
I'm gonna have to reset this up. 1 second, everybody. Sorry, I don't know where he went. Do you all see him anywhere? Yes, no.
He
Mhm.
vanished off my screen.
He's not on my screen either.
Are we talking about the Hobbit guy or?
No. The fire elemental. He's gone.
Yeah, I see him.
David and I both see him. Although I think he's out
Oh,
of
it's
the turn
frozen.
order because
Yeah,
it says I'm next up after Lila.
No, he's frozen on my screen because my target quit. So I just reloaded.
Well,
And he's gone.
okay. Well, I gotta reset him. I'm sorry. 1 second. Whoa. 1 second. Okay.
He's still there for me.
He's there now. I just added him. 1 second.
Yeah, he's back now.
Guess who's back?
Back
Hey.
again.
He's back.
Back again?
Okay. Oh wow, that's amazing. Not only did he come back as the scared fire elemental, but he came back and he rolled the same initiative, so he's still in the same spot he was in before. So that's pretty amazing. Okay. So did you do your own damage on yourself, Little Grin?
Yes. You
Okay.
can check my
And Lila,
damage.
did you attack yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Let me go ahead and I need
Move your
you.
guy up, David.
Oh, well, okay. He moved the fire elemental, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, let me know when it's safe for me to try
You're
to
on
hit.
mute.
Okay, yeah. I got to put this in properly so that you don't lose this guy again. Okay, so you can go ahead and let's see. Okay, we should be good to go. Go ahead, Lila.
Okay. Advantage. Woohoo! Alright. So that's 7 damage to the elemental. And then which one was it for the fire? What do I roll?
It's I believe it's 1d10.
D10.
D10. Roll that and then minus it from your hit points.
Oh, great. 2. That's nice.
Okay, and the creature just took the 7. Perfect.
Mhm.
All right, we were all set back up. Sorry about that, everybody.
There we go.
Okay. Okay. The creature is going to attempt to attack Lila twice. Unfortunately, I cannot get this damn thing to not target you. I got to figure this out next time. So Meehan, it may show that I'm attacking you, but I'm both attacks are going to go on Lila this turn.
And remember, he's at disadvantage.
Okay. So
Advantage.
yeah, I know that. Let's see. Okay. First attack with disadvantage. Oh gosh, he's rolling terribly. Fook. All right, second round. Hopefully this will be better. Okay, no, that's not right. Let me attack. Try it one more time. Why is it not letting me attack? Okay, not good. There's an error going on with this, and I don't know what it is.
This has got to be the most riveting thing on the internet right now.
Hey, you know what? I would agree. So, yeah,
I think we're the most entertaining people there are.
Bunch of drunks trying to figure it out.
yeah, you know, unfortunately, that's
Just hit the refresh button already.
so. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to try to move something because it's again, this creature is stuck with what I'm trying to do.
You take your time. We're going to talk all about Lila's ears for the next 5 minutes. Lila, where did you get your ears and how?
My husband got them for me for Christmas.
Aw.
Yeah, they're the Razer brand. So. Yeah.
Oh, they're part of the headphones.
No, they're they slip off and I can like
What?
adjust them and stuff. They're super cool.
That's awesome. So if you're just feeling like a 1 ear day, you got that?
Yes. I'm having a day where like I am just wanting the 1 ear or whatever. I can do that. If I am playing a druid and my druid gets injured, I can take a year off.
Conditional status on the headset. You ready for us?
Okay, so I am now going to end his turn, and it will be Meehan's turn.
Yeah, monster hammer hit with advantage. I missed terribly with advantage.
Oh my gosh! I think whatever the fire elemental's got, he's just rubbing it off on you because that's just about as bad as what he just did.
Really? Okay. That's it for me. Wait, I don't have a. Can you just end my turn? Oh, it's on Littlegrins.
Yeah.
I, having realized how hot fire truly is, shall do the only sensible thing, and I will cast darkness on myself.
Okay.
And then I'll take a 5-foot step backwards because it goes 15 feet.
Okay, so you are going to cast darkness on yourself, so everything around you. What's the radius of this?
15 feet. And so that's why I take a step back. If that provokes an attack of opportunity, fine. But I don't want to blind my friends, obviously. I want to just make it even more difficult for him.
Okay. And this is magical darkness, so you cannot see. Dark vision does not work?
I believe so. It should be absolute darkness. But I can read it for you if you want.
If you know the answer to that question, that would be
completely covering the source of the darkness. Oh no, wait. Darkness emanates from the object. It's magical darkness. The dark vision spreads around corners. A creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness.
okay.
And non-magical light can't illuminate it.
Okay.
I guess magical light could possibly illuminate it. Up to you.
Okay. So everything goes black on all of you. Everything goes black for a moment, and then suddenly you can all see again, and the fire creatures there but Little Grin is not. But Little Grin, not Little Grin, but there is a sphere of darkness to the right.
And then just real quick to know if just to confirm if it worked or just not doing anything. Can I see his glow through my darkness?
Um, you mean how he's fire?
Well, that's what I was just asking you. Like, can I see his light through the darkness? Did it work or did it not work?
Um, it went completely. Can you see in the darkness when you're in the darkness? Does that spell, or does it spell black you out as well?
It should black out everything in a 15-foot radius.
Right.
But if his light source is so powerful that it overcomes my spell, I should be able to see. I assume I can see the light. That's what I'm saying. So
Right.
does it work or
No,
does
no,
it-
no. It goes black around you. It goes black around you as well, and you back up.
Cool. And then
And
you could also have an attack of opportunity.
Right. Right.
Sorry? Oh, okay. I thought that was only 3.5 edition. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He is a free 5-foot step. He disengaged.
Okay. So that's where I was headed. That's where I thought we were at. So he's not going to get an attack of opportunity on you. You can go ahead, Lila. It is your turn.
Alrighty then. I don't have anything fancy that I can do, so I'ma just keep doing what's been working.
All right.
And it's a
You have a hit and miss.
21. It's a normal heat.
13 damage. That's nice.
Damage to him, and then that is 4 damage to me.
Okay.
It's 20. Go. And that ends my turn.
All right. As you hit into this creature again, big pieces of fire go flying away from it. Whatever's making this thing be on fire is being carved up as we speak. The creature, unhappy with you, will most likely attack you again, but I will check just in case. No, it does. It goes to attack you again. And again with disadvantage because Meehan spoiled it all for this creature who was ready to fight.
Can it see her to attack her?
You said you went out of the way of them. Is that correct?
So, well, it's a 15-foot radius, so I was just trying to encapsulate the fire monster and not my friends.
Okay, so
Yeah, that was the whole point, is that you're just swinging into the fucking darkness. But who cares? It should be normal. It should be normal dice, but he can't fight you. I thought.
Well, you can't add on disadvantages and stuff like that, so he's already at disadvantage, so I don't really think it would do much.
Well, then, that's fine. I screwed up. It's fine.
it's okay. I mean, if
Added flare.
if here's the thing, you're in the darkness and you're backing up, and in your mind you're thinking, I'm trying to keep the creature in the darkness, so it's seeing darkness, but my friend's out. You know, I'm keeping my
I get
friend
it.
out of the darkness.
It was a super fancy disengage maneuver.
That's what I took it as.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I thought you were getting away because you were going to start throwing rocks. But that was
Well,
just
I could have just disengaged. Oh,
Right.
that's what I should have done. No worries.
okay. All right. Let's see if finally this thing can roll some good dice, because I'm certainly not doing it. Oh my goodness.
Nah.
You don't believe me? Let's see. Let's see if this thing works. With disadvantage. Misses okay. Not good. He's getting pissed. Okay, he takes his other attack on you. And let's see. Work. At disadvantage. I hate disadvantage. Come on, 220s. He misses again. This is like the worst minor elemental ever. Okay. This is pissing me off. Okay. I'm going to move on. He's completely terrified and a wuss. He can't even get one hit in. All right, Meehan, it's your turn. Please kill this thing. I'm embarrassed.
Hit.
Yep.
And then I'm also, if this doesn't, wait, how do I do?
I can't hear you.
Oh, you're muted, brother.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. How do I do damage? Why isn't that going?
I don't know. It should pop up for you. A damage marker card should show up for you to roll that damage.
Keep saying I must select a token before attacking, but this guy's highlighted. So.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you said I had to click on him again.
every round you have to re-click on whichever
Yeah.
you're going to attack.
All right. I'm also gonna add. I'm gonna do Divine Smite to add 2d8 extra damage. I hope this works. Yep.
Whoa!
40 damage.
You crush into this creature, and it takes a humongous hit, and flame goes everywhere. Please roll to take damage, my friend.
Oh, just D10.
Yeah, every time you hit, you have to roll that D10 and minus it from. Oh, you take
I
max
took 10.
damage.
Cool.
Okay.
But I did 40.
I I marked it. It's hating it.
With a magic weapon.
Again, it's hating it.
Cool. Oh, and I am done.
Yep. Now it's back to the man in the dark.
Yeah, I will drop the darkness.
Please turn your mic on. I can't hear you.
I'll drop the darkness of my retarded idea, and then excuse me, that's not a very nice thing to say. I'm sorry. And
was.
then rock, and I will throw a rock at it.
I took offense to that.
I'm sorry. That's not nice.
Oh,
Oh!
damn. How come you should be playing baseball? Okay, that's all I got to say. All right. Okay. You like appear from this dark cloud or this dark sphere around you, and you pick up a rock. There's many around. You may have one on you. Yeah, either way, the rock in hand, and you just like you did 20s with the rocks before, and you bean it right in. Well, you tell me, where are you aiming?
I'm gonna aim for its fire.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I aim
that's
right for its head.
I'll never ask you that question again. Okay? I was giving you an opportunity to explain how you valiantly damage this creature with your critical, and instead I'm just going to say, fuck it. I'll make it up from now on because that answer was unacceptable. All right. So
Okay.
trying to get through this with the new Foundry settings, and
You're
yeah,
right. I'm sorry. You're right. I shouldn't give you so much shit. I throw it right at its butt.
right at its butt. Okay. So you blow up its cheeks. It's got no butt cheeks, no fire giant butt cheeks anymore. This poor bastard is all legs right to the lower back. Okay. All right. So it is not good. Lila, what are you gonna do?
Oh, it's my turn?
Do you have anything else you want to do, Little Grin? I can't hear you.
Turn button on time, like a good
There you
player.
go. There you go.
Okay.
You see this thing it's moving really strange, like it's trying to just stay up, if you will.
Okay. I'm gonna hit it again.
All right.
All right.
You hit it. Ouch. All right. You hit it this time, and you carve into its fire and body and frame, and it crumbles to the ground, and it can barely be it barely looks like a human at this point. It just looks like scattered fire everywhere because these big pieces has fallen off of it. And you see that with a piece of its rock arm that's still there, which it's lost its other one, literally. You see that it produces a really rough looking red stone. And then it lowers its body to the ground and just lays making any movements. And you can see out of this, like there's this hand, a rock hand. It's barely, I mean, it's been beat up, but you can see that there's this red rock in its hand, and it's just laying there still now on the ground.
I move towards the other elementals, bang my hammer on my shield, and I go, "Who's next?"
Little Grin, what are you doing?
Just give us a moment first.
Okay. Lila, what are you doing?
I'm staring at the shiny rock. I'm not even gonna lie about it.
Okay, so all of you you're saying stop at Mian. Mian's going, who's next? And she's all, look at the shiny rock. And with that, we're going to be ending for the night. Thank you all for checking us out. You got to roll dice tonight, Mihan. That's a good thing.
In anger.
There's still some things we need to work on with this. I need to work on with this with Foundry. But we will see you next Tuesday night. It'll be a new year. So have a great New Year's Eve and roll some dice for yourself. Go, play some gaming online. It's so much fun. We've had a great year, 2020. Wow, what the hell? I really do appreciate all of you being patient with me as I learn how to do this online. And I hope you all have had a good time putting together this story. Thank you, those of you who have been enjoying our entertainment, and we continue to strive to put on better and better weekly as we go along. Anybody want to say anything about New Year's before we leave? Or...
Yeah, real quick, just let us know in the comments who wore it better, Frank or Jenny.
Who what?
She
Who
got
wore
that.
it better?
Oh, okay, I see.
Well, but hers aren't.
Mine's
Hers aren't
real.
the deal. Hers
Yeah,
are
it's
real.
a real
Oh
deal.
my God!
It's are real.
Yeah, I got 2 pair on, babe, brother.
Yeah, we can only see the
I didn't even
overlay.
think. Hold on. Okay, I got to change that real quick. 1 second before we leave. Before we leave tonight, I gotta do this now. I'm gonna go ahead and change because I didn't realize I put on Jenny's glasses.
We can't play games, man. Jenny makes everything look good. She makes our whole stream look good. All right,
Right.
if it wasn't for her, we'd all just be a bunch of dorks over here.
By the way, is the beanie knit hat just called hipster? Is it just called hipster setting?
Okay, that's cool right there. That's me. I got my chain on my head going on here. All right, cool. All right, so
Now you're
So
doing
have-
the post Malone look. We love it.
yeah, exactly. So
Get them
Not
face
enough
tats
tattoos.
rocking, and you'll be money.
all right, so listen, y'all have a really good New Year's Eve party, and we'll look forward to seeing y'all next Tuesday in 2021. And we're going to get together and work on this Foundry server a little bit more, and it should be right where we need to be. Thank you much.
And
Thank you
hopefully
much,
this
everybody.
year's not as much of a shit show as last year. So. Love y'all.
Happy
Yeah,
Hanukkah.
take care, everybody. Bye-bye.